This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Your stem cells, your health, your life. And here we are again, believe it or not.
So I've been on this kick about strong women, and Kansas has a slew of them. So I just get excited. I don't know if this month is National Anything History Month. I don't know. Maybe it is National Women's History. I don't know what month that is. But anyway, I'm going to share them. And so Georgia Neese Clark Gray, who was the first woman treasurer of the United States. But my favorite story about her, and it's not in the segment, so I'm not giving anything away by this, is when the bank was robbed. You know, she was president of her dad's bank, the bank her dad founded in Richland, which I think is underwater now. Isn't that Clinton?
Richland,
yeah, so Clinton Lake, that's one of the communities that it flooded. So these robbers come to her house in the middle of the night, and they're going to force her to go down and open up the bank vault. And she makes them wait till she can put on her girdle before she gets out there. So, oh my gosh, you talk about one tough woman. She was something else.
Wait just a moment, I must dress for the occasion.
Exactly. And it's like, so you got these guys with guns, and I don't know if they're holding her husband hostage or whatever, but she's getting dressed and putting her girdle on because God knows you don't want your belly hanging out if you're going to be in the middle of a bank robbery.
Oh my.
I understand that totally. Yeah, I really do. Of course, in today's world where you go to Walmart and everybody's wearing their pajamas, I don't know if we've got those same standards or not.
Oh my. Yeah. You just painted an image, so I think we better take a break and then come back.
And watch the story in the meantime. We'll be right back.
Kansas raises cows, wheat, and some very strong women. The first woman treasurer of the United States is a prime example. Born in 1898 in Richland, Georgia Neese Gray attended school in Topeka and graduated from Washburn College in 1921. While at Washburn, she became interested in acting and spent 10 years with various stock companies. She married her manager, and they later divorced. Theater wasn't immune from the Depression, and with acting jobs scarce, she returned to Kansas to care for her ailing father and went to work in his bank. She became president of the Richland State Bank in 1937, following her father's death. She also became active in the state Democratic Party and was elected National Committeewoman in Kansas in 1936, a position she held until 1964. She was an early supporter of Harry Truman, and it was this support that brought about her nomination as the first woman to be Treasurer of the United States. Her name, Georgia Neese Clark, became known to millions through her signature on all U.S. currency issued while she was in office. Reminiscing about her conversation with President Truman about taking the position, Gray said, Truman pointed out the disadvantages of the job, including low pay, and asked her if she could afford to take the job. She replied, "Can I afford not to?" Following her term, she returned to Kansas to work in the family's business. In the same year, she married Andrew Gray and wished to become known as Georgia Neese Clark Gray. She remained active in National Democratic Party politics until 1964, when she resigned from the Democratic National Committee. She was the Native Sons and Daughters of Kansas Distinguished Kansan of the Year in 1981. Gray died in 1995.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.